They say if you hear footsteps behind you in the city at midnight, but when you turn around no one's there, you're already marked. Tonight, we dive into the chilling urban legend of the Midnight Shadow Walker. Picture this, a sprawling metropolis, glittering with lights but hiding dark secrets beneath its neon glow. Our story begins with Mia, a curious young journalist obsessed with uncovering the truth behind local myths. One rainy night, Mia receives an anonymous tip about a shadowy figure haunting the city streets precisely at midnight. Determined, she sets out to witness this phenomenon herself, armed only with her camera and a skeptical mind. The city is alive but eerily quiet as the clock strikes 12. Mia walks along deserted sidewalks, her breath visible in the cold air. Suddenly, she feels it, a presence, like a cold breath on her neck. Footsteps echo softly behind her, matching her pace, but every time she spins around, she finds nothing but empty streets and flickering street lamps. Then, out of the corner of her eye, she spots a shadow that moves independently of any person. It glides across walls and disappears into alleyways. Intrigued and terrified, Mia follows. The shadow leads her deep into the city's forgotten underbelly, abandoned subway tunnels and crumbling buildings. There, she discovers a hidden shrine covered in old photographs, newspaper clippings, and candles flickering despite the absence of wind. Each photo shows a person who vanished without a trace in the city over the decades, their eyes scratched out. As Mia touches the shrine, the shadow manifests into a figure, neither fully human nor ghost, but something in between, with hollow eyes and a twisted smile. It whispers a chilling truth: it is the guardian of lost souls, marking those who wander too close to the city's darkest secrets. Mia is faced with a choice: join the ranks of the vanished or escape and never speak of what she's seen. As she runs back to the surface, the city seems to pulse around her, alive with unseen watchers. She escapes, but the footsteps never truly leave her. Sometimes, at midnight, she hears them again, reminding her that some legends are not just stories, they are warnings. What would you do if the shadow started following you? Would you dare to turn and face it? But Mia's story does not end there. In the days that follow, she becomes obsessed, unable to shake the feeling of being watched. Her dreams are haunted by whispers and shadowy figures lurking at the edge of her vision. Desperate for answers, Mia returns to the shrine, hoping to understand what she has stumbled upon. This time, the shadow is waiting. It reveals to her a history long buried. The city was built upon the remains of a forgotten civilization, a place where spirits were trapped between worlds. The Midnight Shadow Walker is their sentinel, tasked with keeping the balance and punishing those who dare to uncover truths best left hidden. Mia learns that each person marked by the footsteps was drawn by curiosity, just like her. Some tried to escape and were lost forever in the labyrinth beneath the city, others became part of the shadow's eternal collection. The Guardian offers Mia a grim choice: to become its apprentice, gaining knowledge and power but sacrificing her freedom, or to walk away and forget everything she saw, living with the burden of a secret that could destroy her sanity. Torn between fear and fascination, Mia chooses to resist. She flees the shrine as the shadow's mournful wail echoes through the tunnels. Back in the city's bustling streets, she tries to resume her life, but the line between reality and nightmare blurs. Strange occurrences follow her, shadows that linger too long, whispers carried on the wind, and fleeting glimpses of the Guardian watching from afar. Determined to protect others from the same fate, Mia begins documenting her experience, weaving warnings into her articles disguised as fiction. Yet, the more she writes, the stronger the shadow's presence becomes, as if feeding on her words. Friends and colleagues notice changes in her, an almost otherworldly glow in her eyes and a coldness beneath her skin. One fateful midnight, Mia receives a message scrawled on a note slipped under her door: the shadows are patient. They wait for you to see. She knows the Midnight Shadow Walker is coming for her. Armed with nothing but her courage and a small talisman found among the shrine's relics, she prepares for a final confrontation. As the clock strikes 12 once more, Mia steps into the empty streets, breath visible in the chill air. The footsteps begin again, slow and deliberate, matching her heartbeat. This time, she does not turn around immediately. Instead, she faces forward, steadying herself. The shadow emerges, larger and more terrifying than before, its hollow eyes locking onto hers. In that moment, Mia understands the true nature of fear: not just the absence of light, but the presence of something ancient, relentless, and hungry for souls. She holds up the talisman, a faint glow pushing back the darkness. The shadow recoils, its twisted smile fading into something resembling sorrow. The guardian offers her a final choice: surrender and join the lost, or fight for her life and the souls of the cities forgotten. Mia chooses to fight. The battle is not one of fists or weapons but wills and spirits. She calls upon every ounce of bravery and hope she has, refusing to become another scratched out eye in a forgotten photograph. As dawn breaks, the shadow retreats, its form dissolving into the morning mist. Mia collapses, exhausted but alive. The city awakens around her, its secrets momentarily at peace. Yet, she knows the balance is fragile. The Midnight Shadow Walker is patient, eternal, and always watching. From that night on, Mia dedicates her life to protecting the city's hidden truths, warning others of the shadows that lurk just beyond the light. She carries the burden of knowledge and the scars of her encounter, but also a fierce determination to keep the lost souls from being forgotten again. So, the next time you walk the city streets at midnight and hear footsteps behind you, remember Mia's story. Listen carefully, and if you dare, turn around. But beware, the shadows are always waiting, and some legends are more than just stories, they are the thin veil between the living and the lost.